we have created an attendance campaign called Attend Today, Achieve More Tomorrow. And we really went after this because we know what the research says, that if they attend more school, higher academic achievement, higher graduation rates, and more successful after they leave us when they graduate in the May of their senior year. And so we began to talk about if this is really important to our legislators and our state representatives, that we want to make sure that we do what we can to improve our attendance. So we have created an attendance campaign. We are doing a lot of work around not only reaching out to students, but also reaching out to parents. And so on the student side, of course, we're doing a lot of what we call swag for them and encouraging, and our schools have created attendance teams, and they're all looking at and working with parents. But we also wanted to do some things to encourage our parents. And so we started reaching out. And one of the things that we're really excited about is our partnership with Hy-Vee. And with the partnership of Hy-Vee, if the students are there more than 90% or more, that they got a letter. It all went out last week, so they all should have them by now. Over 6,000 students got a letter. In that letter, it gave the parents a 10% off their total grocery bill. And our students then got the 3 dozen cookies. So really excited about that. But we're also going to do some things around billboards and continuing to have these conversations and we created some really great videos where it's like peers encouraging students to come to school and why that's important. Next, we're going to do some adult videos to encourage parents and really looking at how do we go from this big picture of, well, why didn't you come to school, to looking at how we can support and help parents and students remove any obstacles that are preventing them from coming to school. And if a student may have anxiety on test days, and it just really stresses them out to come on that day, how do we work with them and provide them the support to bring down that? We know the best thing for every student is have that caring adult in school and that relationship they have with their teachers. The students tell us 2 things. We are doing student summits, and we just finished the high school one before this interview. And in the student summit, almost all of them say one of the characteristics they enjoy the most about school is being with their friends. So it's creating that culture where they feel welcome and they feel safe and that they wake up wanting to come to school. And that's what our attendance campaign is about. We're going to try to hit every one of those buttons and see what we can't do. After our first 6 weeks, excuse me, after our first 6 weeks of the campaign, we've increased our attendance by 4%. So we're on our way up.
And so it sounds like it's having some success there with, bumping up your attendance. What's been the reception among, parents and students?
Very positive. Today I was with the high school students in our summit. So I've met with all 5th graders. I've met with middle school students, and today with high school students. And all of them are feeling really good about us incentivizing. Of course, the high school students are getting gift cards that improve their attendance. So they love that, to Starbucks and all of that. But just having the conversation around how important it is that their friends are at school with them, and that when their friends aren't there, it doesn't feel like they want to be there. And so encouraging their friends to be there so that they continue also, because we know teachers have to go back and kind of review the day before, which kind of slows down the pacing of learning, the pacing of the curriculum. So I think that the students are thinking, this is great. They love it. They like talking about it. We talked about a few other things, but attendance was one big thing where they were telling us what were some of the disruptors to attendance, and then what are some good things we can put into place because they're living it. We want to hear their voice. In this campaign, our school's foundation stepped up and saw how important this was to us and donated $20,000 to the cause. So super excited about the partnerships that are occurring around attendance. Attend today, achieve more tomorrow.